What if it doesn't work out? What if you overestimated what you could do? What if you just overshot that dream that you had? Be a little more realistic. No, I don't think that's good for you. I think you should just play it safe. Sound familiar? It's all I've ever heard growing up. Everyone around me, family members, downcasting, saying what their reality was. Oh no, you can't be an actor. No, you can't be a news prompter. No, be a little more realistic. No, that's for different people. People like us, we get regular jobs. We work our way up the corporate America system. We do what we were told since kids. What about friends? Friends that have the same family members in their life telling them the exact same things. No, I think you should just start working when you graduate. No, I think you should just go to college, go to school for 4 extra years, get into debt. It's smart. It's an investment in yourself. Go to that job. Get that job that you hate. Actually, you spend the rest of your 20s trying to figure it out. But actually, it's just a distraction. You're actually wasting your 20s. You're actually just fucking off every weekend thinking, oh yeah, it's a gap year. You take a 10-year gap year, being a bartender, working at a factory. You know it doesn't fulfill you. You know you hate that job. If they said tomorrow, hey, we're going to give you a 25% decrease in pay, you wouldn't sit there, be like, oh, okay, I like what I do. Kind of sucks, but I would still show up. You wouldn't do it. What about the people that really influenced your life? I'm talking teachers. I'm even talking coaches. If you were in middle school, if you were in, hell, even high school sports, your coach's main objective was just to get you to the next year. Meaning, had you started, let's say you were doing track. No, let's say you were doing football, right? More mainstream. Let's say you were doing football, trying to develop into a player. Well, coaches really only worried about having a winning season so they can keep their job next year. And, making you a little bit better for next year. So, when you're in 8th grade, when you're in 9th grade, you'll be somewhat of a better, player. But they don't expect too much out of you. Every kid plays ball or plays whatever kind of sport. It's the same way once we make it up to varsity. If you're lucky enough to make it, if it's not too competitive, if you actually had a passion to start varsity ball. No, I'm not a super athletic kid myself. I mean, definitely not a contact sport type kid. I grew up skinny. I couldn't play football. I played in middle school and got crushed. I remember when 2 people tackled my foot at the same time. It was literally helmet on the left side of my ankle and another guy's helmet on the right side of my ankle. I was out for 3 weeks. Seen the film? Looked like they barely even touched me. I was fragile. But regardless, it's still the point of the example that your coach, no matter what year you're in, they're not thinking about, oh, wow, maybe you can actually go pro. Oh, wow, how can I help you, go out of my way to help you make sure you're actually in the league. Sure, they might spend a little extra time with you. Well, you're their best player. I'm sure we all seen it. You got like the top 3 kids that are pretty much the best on the team, so they get more of the attention because, that's the coach's job on the line. Teachers, are teaching you the same thing that they were raised in, and they followed suit all the way through this designed game plan. And they still think it's a good plan because they teach it to the younger kids. All the way up until you're 18, go through this system, this deprogramming system. Everybody got their different colors. We're all different colors, right? Different ideas. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be an actor. I want to do whatever the hell you want to do. But then over the years, give it 3, 6, 9, let's give it 10 years. We all end up at this funnel. And this funnel turns us bland. Turns us all the same color. Almost, right? We're all now one. We're all one right here. Because this is how they create the system. This is how the system, this corporation, this country, I guess, you can call America the best business in the world, is running. If you're not in this part, there is no system. Now, sure, there's a few outliers that slip through the cracks. I mean, those are the ones you'll see on TV. Those are your A-list actors. Maybe your dream was to be a WWE wrestler. Maybe a few slip out, but majority, yeah, everybody goes through this. You got the 99% that fall through here, right? And we're all one. So you got the 99%. And your teachers went through all this hassle. They went through the 18 years of being brainwashed. They went an additional 4 years. Some even more. I know a English teacher of mine that got her master's with potentially talking about getting her doctorates. She was an English teacher. And she was literally swallowed in debt. Now, knowing what teachers make, it's just kind of crazy that she went through the entire system. The whole get a degree, be in debt, and work, right? She went through that whole thing. Either one, she didn't realize the scam that was being in place. Or two, she just don't care. Either way, no matter what reason it is, it's not beneficial for you. And I remember she said she had so much debt that, she lived in a alright house, right? Probably like a $300K house, I don't know, on the suburbs, probably a nice little community. And she said, yeah, when I die, my kids aren't getting anything. Everything's going to get sold. The house, cars, anything extra. And it's going to go to pay off my student loan debt. Like she said this to us. This is 10th or 11th grade. She said, yeah, I'm going to die with this debt. But during that time, 10th, 11th grade is when, we have to figure out our future. You have to figure out your future now, or you're never going to be anything in life. You have to figure it out right now. Okay? I don't know. I guess I'll go to school. It sounds like, you make more money. I mean, when they kind of compare it, being a regular factory worker or something, we're only making 45, 55 grand, but let me get this degree. Oh, shoot, I can make 80, 90K. I mean, sounds too good to be true. Or was it? So I came to the realization that this system, this game plan that they gave for us, it wasn't designed to make us fulfilled. It wasn't designed to make us find our passions, our purpose, a meaning in this life. Keep the system running, keep the wheel rolling. That's my wheel. And that's rolling. Screw that wheel. Keep it rolling. And keep it going. I'm at the point now where I question, what if it doesn't work out? What am I making this stupid YouTube video for? I mean, I've only thought about being a YouTuber, thinking about making videos since, 2012, 2013. What would that make me at the time? 10, 11, 12, somewhere around there. But then I was shot down by limiting people in my life. Now, come on. You want to be a YouTuber? Yeah, right. Just keep going to school. Okay. So why am I doing it now? I'm not in school anymore. I mean, why would you want to waste your time making this stupid video? Talking to one other person. It's probably going to just be yourself in the future. Well, because who cares? Honestly, I just don't give a fuck anymore. To tell you the truth. It could fail. I can make a video every single day for the next 10 years. And this channel doesn't have to go anywhere. Because it doesn't matter anymore. Because at the end of the day, this is something I wanted to do. This is something I always wanted to put out there. And I have old videos of myself. I'll forever keep them. Forever. I have old videos. I started, I think I actually started posting. It was like 2014, 2015. I was in middle school. Used to do like old Call of Duty clips with a little commentary in the background. I put the phone up on the ground and I got it just in the frame of my TV because I didn't have a PC back then. I had a 360. So I literally put it on the ground and I angled it and then I would hit the recording. Or no, I couldn't even record it. I was playing live. I would go in private matches because I wasn't that good. So I couldn't actually have a conversation and have a good gameplay if I was in a public match. So, and there was no recording and stuff like that anymore. So I put it on the ground and I would just put it on recruit, the easiest level, and do a little commentary and just hearing my voice, man. It's just so nostalgic. Wow, this is really what I thought about as a little kid. Not even woke up in the world. Woke to anything. That's another thing. What's up with the word woke? Back then, woke was more like a conspiracy theory type person. And you know what? I might just be one of them. But now they changed it. And now if you're woke, you got fucking blue hair and whatever else is wrong with you. Regardless, I had those videos still. And and I stopped for a few years, and about 9th, 10th grade, I picked it back up again. I got a PS4. And the only reason I went with the PS4, I'm pretty sure because I went from Xbox 360 to a PS4. And the only reason I went to P4 was because the capture card was inside the actual system. And I remember that. I was like, oh, yes, I got to get this. And then I can start YouTube again. So, of course, I made excuses not to do it for the next couple years, whatever. Maybe being a kid, I can cut myself a little slack. Right? You got school, you got sports, being a kid, whatever. And honestly, if anybody under, I'll give them 20. I like to say under 18. I don't think my life started until I was 18. But if you're 20, 19, 18, okay, it don't really start yet. You get a little bit of the effects, though. If you're a man at 18, 19, you're getting hit with reality. Once you graduate high school, it's you see it's tiers. There's actual levels. Because in school, we're all somewhat equal. Money really doesn't play a factor. Like, sure, you got kind of status, but I mean, you have your own cliques in high school, you know? Like, there's nerds that have hella friends because they're friends with, like, hella nerds. And then you got the, you know, like the sports people. And then you got the people that hang out, you know, that are basically bad outside of school. Right? But there's so many, like, different groups and stuff like that. Like, money really doesn't play a factor into it. And even, like, just like the rankings, the status ranking really doesn't play that much into it. Because if you compare it on one scale, we have one scale, you probably think that the highest tier of a nerd is right here, but then the highest, like, sports kids up here. But really, that's not even true. Really, how it goes is there's the nerd tier, there's the sports tier, there's the bebe kid tier, you know? And the nerd up here, he's chilling, man. He don't mess with this crew. This crew don't mess with this crew, and I don't even know. They're kind of entwined. But regardless. So I like to say 18. Anyways, where I was going with that. 18, where your kind of life starts. I got the PS4 because I wanted to start recording again. In which I did. I recorded a few videos, but geez, they took forever to edit and all this other stuff. Like, I was trying to, what's the one saying? Put the cart before the horse. You know, I was trying to do too much. And truthfully, I wasn't standardizing before I optimize. Like, my standard just needed to get videos out. I was too worried about trying to optimize and get the best thumbnail, get the best whatever, angles, edits, all this. I don't even care. What's this? I'm not editing this. I'm putting it out there. Because I don't fucking care. If I talk too slow, I mean, I can speed it up. I mean, come on now. 1.25, 1.5. I mean, majority of the time I listen to my videos at 1.5 anyways. Depending on what it is. But where I'm going with this is I'm so glad that I have those videos. All right, because they are out there in different channels and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm upset I didn't do any more. Just talking about my life, where I was at in that moment, in that stage of life. Like, I'm only 23 right now. Although I feel old because I am the oldest I've ever been. At the same time, I got to look at the other factor of it, that it's also the youngest I'll ever be. If that makes sense. Because I'm only getting older by the day, by the week, by the month, by the year. So me right now, 23-year-old Kaz, is hopefully going to be different than, hell, even 24-year-old Kaz, right? Because it's all about, you know, leveling up. It's all about hitting the stages and just going up in life, progressing as a person. Like, dollar amounts don't even have to. Of course, you need to get your money up. But it's not the only factor. I want to be a well-rounded person. A well-rounded man, right? And there's different avenues. And I'm not drawing the sun. There's different things, right? You got the physical. You got your financial. Actually, I like putting a money sign. Financial. Right? You got your mental. You got emotional. And you got spiritual, right? So I want to level up in all these areas. Not just money, which you can argue is number one, because it's kind of how you live. No money, no living, almost. Which sucks it's like that, but at the same time, it's just part of it. Who cares? Life's not fair, so it just is what it is. So, of course, you always have to focus on money, no matter what stage in life you are, until you're well off. But until then, it's always a factor. But, you know, need to get my fitness on point. Need to get my spiritual on point. I honestly want to dig deep into the laws of the universe. I'm saying this right now, but I have a few things I want to get done ahead of time So this is kind of on the back burner, but I'm putting it in this video because I'm gonna come back to this video, and I better have started this journey. But you got the emotional, feelings, stuff like that. I think only really like it might just be me. Right now. But emotional, I think like with women, stuff like that, like how to handle them, how to not get too emotional over it, right? Because I've seen dudes go crazy, go absolutely crazy over a chick. Moving past mental, obviously, it's like your mentality. And right now, this is kind of what I'm focused on. Physical, gym, real quick. Gym, I'm pretty much locked in with the gym, but it's also gym and nutrition. Nutrition is where I slip, but nutrition is 80% of your progress, I guess you could say. But that's for another day. Right here is where I'm at mentally. Get my mentality. Like, honestly, I just don't give a fuck anymore. Like, just to tell you the truth. Because I realize it doesn't matter. What if it doesn't work out? I mean, what if it does? What if I go big? What if I could help somebody? What if I could actually wake up and just like, who am I helping today? Like in a dream world, I imagine waking up and I got 5 calls with some guys that were in the same 18-year-old Kaz spot. And they just need some words of wisdom. They just need some kind of path to go on, right? Because honestly, it seemed at the time for me, it wasn't just 2 paths, right? You got the one everybody tells you to go on, and then you got the one less traveled. But to me, I felt like there was tons. Oh my God, there's 20 different like paths. It's like, how do I? But this one's really like golden. They highlight this one. Yeah, take this one. Go to school. Get that. Do a job you hate. Do it. Yeah, but I hate school. I've always hated school. And I hate working a job. I never had, because I remember kids literally in like elementary school, like, oh, I want to be a lawyer. I never had that. And it's crazy because I said I wanted to be a YouTuber, like elementary school, right? And teachers automatically, come on, be realistic. So then I don't even know. Like it's switched all the time. I've always switched on career paths. Like I think elementary school was more like police. I think I said police officer. Like I don't know. It seems like a respectable job, which it is. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. That's literally being in the system. That's literally being a part of the system that I hate. So I don't know. Cops aren't bad people. It's just a bad system. It's kind of how I look at it. But it's neither here nor there. Honestly, what is that fucking saying either? Like, that is a dumb saying, but like, I know what they're saying, but like, when you say it out loud, it doesn't even make sense. Anywho, I've always had the dream to just do YouTube, which is crazy because how far YouTube has came. And it's not just YouTube. Like, my dream is to wake up, like I was saying, help 5 guys today because they were in the same spot Kaz was in when he was 18. And we got to get him out of that. Give him at least cut down some of these, right? There's 20 fucking routes right here. So yeah, no, you're not good with that one. Let's not do that. Acting, are you sure? Like you're not even a people's person. Like, yeah, let's get rid of that. Car sales, man, dude, you're not even extroverted. You're introvert. Why would we do that? No. Okay, well, at least we narrowed it down, right? And narrowing it down, honestly, it might save you 2 to 3 years. because that's how long it took me to narrow it down. And it took another 1 to 2 years to just say, screw the system entirely. I don't really care about this. I don't really care about that. I'm going to make a YouTube channel again. Why not? I'm going to make a video. I feel like this is my best video. I'm only going to get 10 views. What? 2 people like. And that's on both my accounts. But who cares? Because what if it doesn't? Okay, I have something to look back on. Forever. YouTube ain't going nowhere. This shit's forever, man. I always have this to look back on. And if it does work out, well, I can do what I said. So I guess if I have to leave you with something, if you listen through this long, stupid rambling, I guess I could just leave you with that I just about had it. And you should too. Like, who cares? You should be fed up with being told what your life should look like. Oh, you should be married by this age. Oh, you should have a house by this age. Oh, you should have this by that age. Like, who cares? I don't anymore. And you shouldn't either. Do what you want. The more delusional it sounds, it's probably the more better. Like, nobody around me thinks YouTube is a serious thing. Like, seriously, you're gonna upload stupid videos? I mean, just looking at the average, I don't know, not like blow up time for channels, but I mean, it just takes consistency, really. You're telling me if I upload a video every single day for a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, I'm not going to make any traction? I mean, how bad do I want it? Is this actually what I want to do? You got to have that mentality. Think worst case scenario. Maybe it's not YouTube. Maybe it's being an actor. Worst case scenario. It's going to take every single day of trying to move the needle forward and going to acting classes, doing tryouts, doing all kinds of auditions and putting yourself out there and maybe working without pay every single day. Can you withstand doing that every single day for the next 10 years? If so, I think that's your passion. I think that's really what fulfills you in life. And that's what I've come to a realization. If I put a video out there every single day for 10 years, which is just crazy putting it out there, right? I mean, I'll try to upload as much as I can, right? But when I put these videos out, I like just being in my thoughts and then turn on the recorder. I can't just, let me open my laptop, turn the recorder on, and see what the fuck comes out. Obviously, this video is going way longer than expected. I already knew what I wanted to talk about because title, what if it doesn't work out? What if it doesn't work out, you know? That's, I was thinking maybe 15, 20 minutes max on this, but I'm coming up on a half hour because, man, what if it does? And if it doesn't, read it, boy.